Good afternoon, kids. Welcome to English Live class. Welcome back to your online English class after Diwali break. I hope you all had a wonderful time during Diwali and totally freshed up for the new session. And today we will have a very good start with a wonderful poem. Okay. So before we start the lesson, let me ask you whether the online exam was easy for you or not, or have you all attended the examination? How was it? Was it too difficult or was it easy for you? Very well prepared? Have you attended all questions? Was the time sufficient for you? There are a lot of questions Madam has asked me all together, right? So, for all these questions, you can give me a simple answer whether the exam was easy or difficult. Okay? Reminding all things comes under these questions answer. Yes. Dinesh Trivedi, I think Megak. Sonakshi Trivedi, very easy. Okay. Okay. So I hope you had prepared yourself very well, because while I was checking your answer, my question is over. So I could find most of the students performed very well, but there are few mistakes here and there. Okay, and that's quite natural. We cannot expect perfection. Okay, so it's okay. Making some mistakes are okay, but mostly you have attended almost all the questions, and here and there one or two mistakes are there, otherwise it's fine. Most of you did well, and exceptionally one or two students are there who didn't get the concepts at certain places, that we will rectify later on. We'll teach them separately online. Okay, right. So students, today you are going to just listen the poem of a great poet named John Keats. His name is John Keats. The name of the poem is There Was a Naughty Boy. There was a naughty boy. And I told you this poem is written by one of the most famous poet in English literature. His name is John Keats. This poem is written by John Keats. And today you are going to see John Keats. How do you see? He is already no more. He passed away. He had passed away many years back. Then how will you see him? How will you see John Keats' children? He had passed away many years back. But I told you, you are going to see him today. How? How do you see John Keats? Anybody? Yes, Prata, how do you see John Keats, who had passed away many years back? Anybody? I just told you, you are going to see John Keats today. Right? And also I told you he had passed away many years back. Then how can you see him now? Or today? Okay, you are writing yes, ma'am, but you are not knowing how you can see him, right? See, children, we have our Google Guru, right? So we have our Google Guru. Don't write this particular thing what I have written in the on the board. When you have to write something on the board, many times I told you that I will tell you. Take your notebook, pencil and write. Till then, don't think about writing. Writing is not all about the study. Listening, reading. These are the two important aspects of learning language. So you have to listen the language and then you have to speak and read to enrich your vocabulary and also to be fluent in English, to speak and to read easily. So these three skills should be developed. Writing is the last thing which we have kept the utmost priority. Writing is last, and you might have seen in my lessons I give very little writing work for you, right? As much as we hear the language, we will be able to pick up a lot of vocabulary and style and change the pronunciation. Automatically, we will learn that language. So, children, writing is last preference. If you have to write something, I will let you know. Okay. So, how do you see John Keats is through the Google search. Okay. You people today as an assignment, all students should search the image of John Keats in Google Images. Under the images, you know, when you click Google, there comes on the top images. Click there. Otherwise, also if you type image or photo of John Keats, you will get the photo of John Keats. You see the face of at least the greatest poet. He is one among the greatest. I can say he was greatest or he is greatest. Okay, and his poems are mostly in very simple language, which people can identify or which people can understand easily. And you will come to know that he has followed a particular style of writing. See one or two poems which is written by John Keats, then you will understand what kind of style he has adopted. There is a particular name for that style, right? You search the photo of John Keats, then after that you write famous poems of John Keats. So you will get a list of poems written by John Keats, or you just write all about John Keats. So when you type all about John Keats, you know, you will get the style of writing what he has adopted. So tomorrow in my class or day after tomorrow I will ask you what style of writing was adopted by John Keats. I expect the answer from you. I am telling you, search it in Google. If everything is told by the teacher, you will forget it easily, right? So find something yourself. See the face or image of John Keats. Also, just type and search what type of or what kind of style John Keats has adopted for writing poems. Okay, and if you have time, so if you have time, then what you should do is, because I am not going to give you homework, there is no matter of time, you have time, at least read 2 or 3 poems. Other than this, there was a naughty boy from Google. 1 or 2 poems, you just read at least 8 lines of each poem. Okay, now there was a naughty boy. See, when I wrote this title itself, you know that what is this poem all about, right? This poem is all about a boy. Otherwise, there will be no title such as, right? When you hear the story's name as Hare and Tortoise, you know that the story is going to be all about a hare and a tortoise, right? If you hear, suppose, if you see the title Clever Crow, then you know that the main character of that story is a crow and that crow is clever. In the same way, when you see this title, there was a naughty boy. Easily, I hope you understood that this poem is all about a boy and he is not an ordinary boy, he is a naughty boy. There was a naughty boy, means once upon a time, in somewhere lived a naughty boy. You know, this poem is given in 7th standard also wonderfully, and because it says and it elaborates about the feelings and enthusiasm and thinking of a boy. And I will let you know the background of this boy in the next class. If you would like to hear more about this naughty boy, attend the online class which is going to come on Wednesday without fail. I'll tell you from where this boy came into this poem and where was he supposed to have lived. Okay, so John Keats has elaborated this boy wonderfully in this particular poem. So I am going to recite this poem for you. Okay, so children, I hope you do have your textbook, right? English textbook. If you didn't take English textbook, okay, fine, just listen. Otherwise, if your English textbook is there at home, take 1 minute time and open page number 78. Take 1 minute time and open page number 78 of your English textbook. 1 minute time I will give. Within that 1 minute time, I will be speaking something. You just listen only. You can go open your bag and take your book. See, we have deleted 2 lessons. It's not 2 lessons, actually it's 1 lesson and 1 poem. Okay, so you no need to get confused, that's why I'm telling you for your knowledge. This year there is instruction from CBSE due to COVID-19, as we cannot have direct classroom teaching for the students and the schools are not open. CBSE has recommended to reduce the syllabus of the children. Okay, so I have reduced one of the lesson, that is lesson 6. Okay, and the poem which is followed by this lesson is also deleted or removed from your syllabus. That poem is Michael O'Toole. Okay, so don't think why madam didn't take these 2 lessons. Okay, Tom's Sorto, lesson 6, and poem Michael O'Toole. These 2, 1 poem and 1 lesson are deleted. Also, I have deleted some of your grammar lessons. Okay, that I will tell you when I am going to teach you grammar. When I teach you the grammar, I will tell you which lessons are deleted. Okay. Okay, I hope, ma'am, we have to write about John Keats in copy. No. I told you writing is the last consideration for learning a language. If you want to write it from your side, for your knowledge you write it. Otherwise, for me, I want you to read 2 of his poems and I just want you to browse about who was John Keats, at what year he got birth, until what period he was there on earth, what are the names of his masterpiece poems, what style of writing he has adopted. That's all. Okay, writing is last preference. Okay, now I am going to recite the poem. I think you have taken the textbook. Now touch the lines while I am reading this poem. There was a naughty boy was he. He would not stop at home, he could not quiet be. He took in his knapsack a book full of vowels and a shirt with some towels. A slide cap for nightcap, a hairbrush combed toe. New stockings for old ones would split home. This knapsack tied at his back, he revented close, and followed his nose to the north, to the north, and followed his nose to the north. Now, this is not recitation even. Page number I told you it is 78. Okay, page number 78. Now, if you want to recite it, then you can recite it like this. There was a naughty boy. A naughty boy was he. He would not stop at home. He could not quiet be. He took in his knapsack a book full of vowels and a shirt with some towels, a slide cap for nightcap, a hairbrush form ditto, new stockings for old ones would split all. This knapsack tied at his back, he riveted close and followed his nose to the north, and followed his nose to the north. Okay. So, first I sang this particular poem for you. Now I have recited. So, you people can recite this poem, or you must recite this poem today. No other homework. Okay. First homework is to search the image of John Keats in Google Classroom. Sorry, not Google Classroom, Google, and see his face. You should identify John Keats if you see the image. Okay. And second, just see something, means you just write description about John Keats. So you will get his birth date and death, and the name of his famous poems, and what type of style he has adopted for writing, and what are his major contributions to English literature. So just read it. No need to by heart. Just read it for your knowledge. Okay? And then read 2 of his poems from Google. Reading is very important. Read 2 of his poems, right? And recite this poem very happily, in a funny way at home. Okay? And I will explain this lesson, and I will speak about the main character, this boy, in the next online class. And children, I have already uploaded a video which is made by me of this poem in YouTube channel. Today I will be giving the link in your class group. It's a very nice video which I have created for you with a lot of animation. The boy and his style of walking, everything is there. So you can enjoy, and that particular video you will come to know what kind of style he had if you watch that video. So I will be sending the video in the class group. Watch it. Okay. So you can hear the poem also. If you don't want to read, or if you don't want to recite, then you can keep the mic on and you can hear that particular recitation also. Okay, watch the video without fail today. Okay. So thank you children. Thank you for being with me till now, and this particular poem will be explained in the next class with a lot of description about the boy. Today, watch this video which I will be giving in your class group. Also, search about John Keats. Recite this poem at home. Okay. Bye children. Take care. COVID-19 is spreading in large number. So, be at home. Take safety measures and take care. Okay.